and purpose, while others just tossed everything in the air, not too concerned about where the pieces would fall in 5 years' time. Even then, our team stood strong with you. I now call on our vice principal to share the stage here with me to give you some insight as to the hard work that Ms. Natram spoke about that we have trudged through. So let's welcome Ms. Prince to give you some insight.
Thank you, Madam Principal. All right, so let me talk about hard work. You talk about dedication. And that came from not only you, but it came from a group of persons who were so committed to seeing, you are here today, to see your journey, to see this part of your journey. And so I want to take a moment to commend all your teachers, all the staff for their unwavering dedication to upholding our school's mission. Yes, give them a round of applause. They deserve that. Okay, so they nurture you to be well-rounded and to create opportunities for you to succeed. Now, many of you can already boast of having several CXC or CSEC subjects. If you know anything about this school, you know that once we see potential, we push our children. So as early as Form 3, some of our students would have written the CSEC subjects. And some of them here, and you can just wave because it's a very proud moment. All of you already have some of your CSEC subject. Just wave your hands so we can see what's going on. Just wave your hands. Yes, be proud. Yes. Some of them already have the CSEC subject. And so we look at some of the history, some of the stats. So from the common entrance, you'd have written, now we call it the CPA, the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment. You come in, you assign to the school, and for years we've worked diligently to challenge the perception by striving for excellence in the CSEC examination. And of course, we have proven that. Even though some of our students may not have met the national average upon entering Form 1, by Form 5, their performance is on par with peers from other secondary schools in St. Lucia. They deserve a round of applause. It's not by magic, it's by hard work and dedication. And our success at CSEC has been consistent and commendable despite the challenges we face. And for that, our teachers, of course, they deserve the heartfelt recognition for their continued commitment and hard work. While we, like many other secondary schools on the island, continue to experience challenges in subjects like math and English, but we remain proud that our staff and students consistently put forth their best efforts, which is why we reap the rewards when the results are released. So I'll give you some of the results that we have for last year. And students, I want you to take that moment and, say to yourself, I did it. And say to yourself, with the help of our teachers, we did it. And so I'm going to call the subjects, and those we got, the 50% pass and above, I'm going to call them, I'm going to call the teacher's name as well. I think that is, it needs mentioning. So we go with some of our subjects. We have industrial technology. We have Mr. Modest holding down that fort. We had 50% last year. We had social studies with Miss Cox and Miss Edward. We had 57%. We have the English, where We have students struggling around the island, around the region. We had a 57% pass, so let's give it for Miss Harris, Miss Han Baptiste, who was here, Miss G. Joseph, Miss T. Edward, and Miss Q. Mackey. Then we had the EDPM with Miss Nicole Edward and Miss G. Joseph, Mr. Alfred. We also had passes, 50% pass here. Give it up for them. Okay, we had agricultural science with Mrs. Norton, who's not here with us. We had 75% pass in ag science. We had POB with an 80% pass. That's Miss Stanislas. And we are very happy to say we have maintained 100% pass in the following subjects. We have technical drawing, Mr. Alfred, 100% pass. That means every child will have written that exam, would have passed. We have food and nutrition with Miss P. Joseph, 100% pass. She's asking me to say how many times. She said 15 times. Give her a round of applause. We have office administration with Miss T. Edward, 100% pass. And Miss Edward is one of our newest teachers, and she came in and she just got on with the program. So we, of course, salute this effort. We have physical education with Mr. Smith, Mr. Arnold, Mr. Fevrier, 100% pass. And we have theater arts, which we offered last year. We had 100% pass. That's Miss Saniford. Of course, again, I want you to give these teachers a rousing round of applause. That is hard work. To get one student to pass this exam, they have to go through the fire. They have to go through the flood. They have to reach at the houses. They have to reach everywhere just to get the students to pass an exam. And I tell you, if you ask the students the story, the students know. Sometimes, you know, they come in and we say, where is your work? Where is your SBA? Where is this? And they say, oh, miss, on and so. But we know what we are doing. We want that success for them because we are going to release them in a world where it's not easy. And parents, you know what world we live in. So we want our students to be well equipped. So again, kudos, and we say well done to our teachers. So you have done a great job, and we look forward to more success at our new institution. What is the name of our institution? The St. Lucia TVET. Yes, we want that name to become a household name in St. Lucia. We want you to get all your students in here because what we offer here, it's second to none. Not only will your students come out with the CSEC, but they will come out with a skill. They will come out with something that they can go out there and be employable. They can get to work immediately. And you'll hear us in the coming years speak of CVQ and NVQ. This is where we are heading, where your child, after they have obtained the skill, maybe of barbering, for example, or bread making, they will have that certificate to say, I'm well qualified to cut your hair. I'm well qualified to bake your cakes. And they can travel anywhere. They can travel throughout the region. They will be employable. They can travel the world and they will be employable. So again, put your hand together for the teachers, and I want to mention our TVET unit, our TVET persons who are really pushing this program. So our students here, they can journey, they can take that part of the journey and they can move on. So again, I want to just say that we have many departments here and many committees here, and that shows dedication. I want to mention we have our student welfare committee preparing a delicious breakfast for students on a morning, whether it be eggs or toast or pancakes or waffles. The aroma, sometimes you can, smell our breakfast, and it's really, really filling to the students. Again, I want you to put your hands to us, the dedicated teachers on the welfare committee headed by Mrs. Bispak. And of course, with the transition of the TVET Institute, we saw the installation of a new TVET coordinator to direct the TVET needs of the school in the person of Mrs. Sonia Bispak. So again, we give her a clap for that. To our physical education and sports department, we thank you for creating so many opportunities for our students to get involved. Our athletes, the sportsmen and women, brought passion and energy. So again, we recognize our sports department. And this year, although we did not enter many students in the Islands Jump, but we recognize the efforts of the following athletes, and they are right among us. All right, so I will call on, and I want you to give them a clap because they reached the Island Chumps. Tisha Skelly. Tisha, are you here? Show your face, Tisha. Yes, very nice. We have Don Foswa. Are you here, Don? We have Kyle Ashdale. Yes, Kyle, it's a proud moment for you. Yes, and we have Rowan Tisson. Rowan, show us. Yes, wave, Rowan, wave. Yes. So we say a huge thanks to Mr. Arnold and Mr. Favre and the team for putting this sports meet together. All right. Then we saw this year the renaming of our sports houses. Before we had Bamboo and what students we had? Bamboo and Calabash. And so with our new transition to our new school, we thought of renaming these houses, and we chose two important names. And so the students will tell you the names. What is the first house? I didn't like that. What is the first house? Pierre House. What is the second house? Mackey House. And these two houses, they were chosen in honor and memory and the legacy of our two dedicated teachers who epitomized what true teaching dedication and passion was. And so to this end, yes, let's give them a round of applause, yes. Yes, those of you who knew Miss Markey or Mrs. Pierre, you would know that these two names, they were well-fitting for our sports house. So to this end, we say congratulations to which house? We say congratulations to which house? Pierre. Pierre. Yes, so our first house for under the TVET Institute is the teachers. The Pierre House, which is the red house. So our teachers can become very competitive when it comes to the sports. All right? So next year, God's willing, we hope that Maki, where are you, Maki? We hope that you can capture the title. So, so students, I know it was a very good sports meet for you, and you can go out there and you say that, you know, I took part in the inter-house competition. Now, on this front as well, we must recognize another achievement for the school. We have, maybe it's the first secondary school on island, and this is my words here, that we had a cadre of DJs and budding DJs. Give it up for them. Yes. So with the training, they actually did the training. With the training of the legendary Silver Bullet, the school saw DJs like, give me the names, DJ, Playboy, DJ, give me the proper name, give me the proper DJ names. DJ Kedu and DJ Speedy, DJ Bubbles, yes. Yes, and then we have DJ Red Fire, and if you go to, I think, Monrepo, you'll see DJ Redfire playing at one of these places. I'll not mention the name, but yes, he plays there. So let's make some noise for our DJs. Yes, and if we even had a DJ featured on the media. So this is the good things that we do here, and you can see the teachers are really behind what is happening here. So again, to the teachers, to the staff, to the parents, to the guardians, we say thank you for your unwavering support and guidance. Today's success is also yours. And to the graduates, we say the world needs your voice. It needs your ideas. It needs your compassion. Wherever life takes you next, wherever you choose to study next, a new job, an unexpected path, we say that you go with confidence. Dream boldly, you work hard, and you stay true to who you are. Okay, and at this time, I want to just call on Madam Principal again, and she would just give you the parting words. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, students, parting words to you. You indeed went through a journey of resilience from challenges to triumphs, as is encapsulated very aptly in today's theme. Be proud that you have earned every moment of today's celebration. As you get ready to toss your caps and step into the future, remember that graduation is not the finish line. As a matter of fact, it's the starting gate. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal and Vice Principal, for this wonderful remarks and also speech. At this time, parents, how do you feel right now? Again, we're not at a funeral, I'll tell you that again. I don't know why y'all, don't worry, we always get the refreshments after, but now we focus on the students. Parents, how do you feel right now? You should be. This is a proud moment where you get to see the students move on to something different, something bigger, and doing something better in life. I heard there are barbers here, so you see my face, barbers, if you're here, I need a little fresh up, so after you check me and we'll make it work. All right, definitely. All right, so at this time we'll call on our district ed officer, Mr. Sheriff, to give a brief remark to our graduates. Come on, give him a round of applause.
Thank you, sir. I notice he stressed on the word brief, because I have a tendency to be very long. I know when I was here as principal and I say I have briefing, they would say it cannot be a briefing, it's a longing, because my briefings were never brief. But I'm going to be short this afternoon because I'm not your featured speaker. But of course, let me recognize the principal and the vice principal of this institution, Ms. Natram, the education officer for TVET, Mr. Lester Celestin, who's the curriculum officer for TVET, who was a former teacher at this institution as well, principals of District 5, our guest speaker, teachers of this institution, parents, and of course, the graduating class of 2025. You know, I looked at you and I must say, you look special. The white just added a special touch of something, you know, and the little touch of green on it. I chose to wear green because I knew you would have that green too. You know, but honestly, the combination is great, and you look handsome, you look beautiful, and you look different. I tried to recognize some of you here, and I could not. I had to ask Ms. B, said, who's that little one there again? Because the faces have changed. Because I remember when you walked in here in 2020, when you enrolled, I was the principal at that time, we met you with a level of fear, uncertainty, not knowing what the future would have been, because you were coming directly into COVID-19. And you would not have had the full common entrance examination. You had a modified exam at that time. You missed instruction. And so we did not know what to expect. So we were thinking, do we assess those students? How do we proceed with you? But I must say, I am very excited, very happy to see that 5 years later, you are graduating. Amongst all the other schools on the island, you are able to meet that 5-year completion. And I know the success story will be great. Because we heard earlier that a lot of you have written the CSEC exam, and you have attained passes. And so we look forward for even greater success stories coming from you come August or so when the results are released. So let me commend the leadership of the school along with the hardworking teachers, the ancillary staff, for the hard work that you've put in over the past academic year in this transformation, this part of history. And I must say, not only that you are creating history in being the first set of students graduating, if my memory serves me right, you are the first set of students graduating on the island in the TVET institution. So you are creating history. Tomorrow, the School for Innovation and Technology, which Alger will be doing theirs, and the other schools will be doing theirs later. So it means District 5 is moving ahead with our 2 institutions first. So we're creating history also. But I must say, students and parents, teachers, you have shown what resilience is. You see, and the evidence are there to show. As your film would say, and I know the guest speaker will speak about it, but I just want to say one thing on it. It says, the journey of resilience from challenges to triumph. I'm always pleased, or even more excited, when I have to speak at graduation exercises of schools like Grand Riviere, I'll use Grand Riviere for the term, and Angers. You know why? Because for me, this is the true measure of attainment. This is the true measure of success. This is the true measure of resilience. This is the true measure of seeing what success is. Because I am judging that or saying so based on the intake that we receive. And based on the intake that we receive, we would see students coming in with all kinds of marks, maybe 20-something%, 30-something%, 40-something%. We'll be rejoicing when we see a 50% coming here, or 60%, while others are complaining that they've received a 50%. We are rejoicing when we get a 50% here. But you know why I say I am happy when I can stand here at those graduation exercises? I can see the level of growth, I can see the level of success, and I can see the level of achievement that you would have attained coming with a 20-something, 40% pass, and not only doing so, but writing the same CXC 5 years later and succeeding with similar marks or even better marks than the other students at the other schools on the island. That makes us proud, and it shows the hard work our teachers are putting in with you students to see to it that you don't walk out of here worse than you came in. So persons may have discriminated against you. Persons may have said to you that you are a failure. Persons may have labeled you and probably said to you that you will not amount to anything. But you are testament of completing 5 years of schooling. And you know what's going to happen? Come the next few months, you are going to be the one going out there and take the jobs. You are the ones going out there. And I'm serious, you know, because you are more marketable. You are more employable than a lot of the other students living in those grammar schools. You have skill, and people are looking for skills. And not only that too, you'll be touching a lot more money than a lot of us here. Because while I have to wait at the end of the month for one salary, you with all your skills can conquer my salary in a week, if not more. Because you have what it is that the world is looking for in this current generation. I said I'll not be long, so let me just try to wrap up. I want to say to you, students, stay away from trouble. Stay away from trouble. I say that to every graduating class that I address. You see the fact that you were in this institution and you were guarded by persons who care, persons who were ready to give out their all to see you succeed. These level of support will no longer be immediate. And I use the word immediate because we still care for you. We will still show concern. But that level of being an immediate supervisor over you will not be. And now you have to face a world on your own. You have to face employment on your own. You have to face maybe education on your own. If you are not grounded and rooted firmly, you will fall to the societal issues that will probably lead to your own detriment. So I'm saying to you, stay away from trouble. Choose what is correct. Choose what is right. Choose what will help you grow. Choose what will help you make a positive contribution to St. Lucia and the world by extension. Choose what is right. Choose what is godly. Choose what is godly. Always make Christ the center of your decisions and everything that you choose to do moving forward. That is the only way. Because we live in a corrupt world. We live in a world loaded with evil things. And if you are not fully aware of what you want to achieve in life, you will sway towards those negativity that will cause your downfall. Too much hard work have gone into making you who you are by the school, by your parents, and by the education system for you to make it go to waste. Make something happen for you. Embrace opportunities. Embrace opportunities. Let today not be the closing chapter of your life, but let it be a stepping stone for future success. Let it be a stepping stone for great things ahead. Should it be pursuing a job or be pursuing education, do not stop here. We are living in a very competitive world, and it's only those with the qualification and the skills that will succeed. I say to people every day, imagine this week I got maybe 4, 5, 6 applications coming to my office already. People want to teach. And if I have one space, I will look at the most qualified person. I look at the most skillful person. I look for the person who I see who will bring the best to the job. So it means it's a level of competition out there. And so I'm saying to you, go out there and compete, of course, in the right way with the skills, the education, the good manners, the best attitudes that you can, so persons can say that you're not just a belle fleur salode, but a belle fleur with good skills, good attitude that will shape the world for the better. And so, students, I want to say in closing, parents, before I go to students in closing, do not drop the ball now. Some of you might be saying, moi fini. Tout la hamon de pou spend transport by sa fini your child my travail. That is not it. If it is one point they become more vulnerable now, it's now. That's the time they become even more vulnerable, because like I said to you, they don't have that teacher support immediately with them anymore. They need persons to guide them through in choosing their career, in choosing their path in life, in choosing the decision that they make in terms of marriage, whatever it is, jobs and so on. They need guidance. Do not drop the ball now and say, I travaille, moi fini pour. Continue to play your part. And students, I want to wish you the very best. I know you can do it. You have done it. You have attained a complete secondary school education, 5 years now, in spite of all the COVID challenges. In 2020, up to 2022, you were struggling through COVID. So it means 2 years to 2.5 years of your struggles were real. But 2.5 years after that, you are now graduating. So it means if you could have battled through those challenges, you can battle through a lot of what life will throw at you. Go out there, conquer the world, and may God bless you as you journey through. I thank you.
Mr. Jerry, after that speech, I feel like we should just, be done with the graduation. You did a good job. Give Mr. Jerry a round of applause one more time. Definitely, he hit the nail on the head. And for sure, students, I hope you took something from his speech. At this point in time, we'd like to call on Jeremiah Joseph, who's going to introduce our feature speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me adopt the protocol already established. I am Miss Jeremiah Joseph, homeroom sponsor of 5-3 and math teacher. I'll be introducing the feature speaker, Dr. Jude Sexius. Dr. Jude Sexius, MD, is a board-certified general practitioner with over 15 years of experience providing comprehensive primary care to patients of all ages. Dr. Sexius learned his medical degree from the Facility of Medicine, Las Tunas, Cuba in 2007. After successful completion of 1-year internship at Victoria and St. Jude Hospital, he worked with Ministry of Health from 2008 to 2010 as a district medical doctor, serving the community of Dennery and environs. He later returned to St. Jude's Hospital in 2010, where he worked as a senior house officer in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology until 2017. Thereafter, Dr. Sexius rejoined the Ministry of Health as District Medical Officer and continues to serve the people of both Dennery and Mabuya Valley. He also offers medical consultation on Saturdays at the recently relaunched Men's Clinic at the Meekhood and Viewford Wellness Centers. Dr. Sexius is an active member of the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Association, also known as SLMDA. Over the years, he has gained special interest in healthy lifestyle modifications and has since embarked on a fitness journey encompassing weight management with diet and exercise. He remains a strong advocate for improving lifestyles, aiming to help control the rising cases of non-communicable diseases like hypertension and diabetes. Please, with a round of applause, help me welcome our featured speaker, Dr. Jude Sexius.
Thank you for such a beautiful introduction. I just realized sitting here and listening to the speech from the principal, vice principal, and Mr. Jerry, I realize how important my being here today makes it much more relevant. And I realize today it's a day of first. I got to know that it's the first graduation of the TVET school. I was one of the first set of students who attended what was first the Grand Riviere Senior Primary School. I don't know if there are any others after me, but I think I could say from that school I'm one of the first set of doctors. And also your newly branded house, Pierre and Maki, those were teachers who taught me. From the inception of this school, the Grand Riviere Senior Primary School, actually Miss Pierre was my homeroom teacher. So this school has a special place in my heart. I will start. I have not started, but I will start. Good afternoon. Esteemed graduates, respected faculty, proud family members, and honored guests. Today, we gather to celebrate a momentous occasion, the culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, and unwavering determination. I stand before you as guest speaker and a former student of this institution. I am deeply honored to have this opportunity to address you, a group of young people who embodied a spirit of resilience, the very theme of this graduation ceremony. Journey of resilience from challenges to triumph. The meaning of resilience. Resilience is that quiet force within each one of us that propels us forward despite the adversity. It is the ability to withstand seasons of struggle, adapt to changing circumstances, ultimately transforming challenges into stepping stones of triumph. You have heard the remark, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. That is the essence of resilience. Taking what life throws at you and making something great out of it. Resilience is not merely about surviving the hardship which you have survived. It's about striving in its aftermath and building bridges to a brighter future. This is not the end. The future is important. As graduates, each of you has embarked on your unique journey of resilience. Each of you have faced obstacles, some visible, others hidden deep within, and yet you stand here today, victorious and ready to embrace the next chapter of your lives. The challenges that shape us. Challenges come in many forms. Academic pressure, personal struggles, moments of self-doubt, or even external circumstances beyond our control. These are the trials that test our resolve, refine our character, and lead to new insights and strength that were previously hidden or undeveloped. And they are the inevitable parts of life. But within each challenge lies the opportunity, the chance to learn, to grow, to redefine ourselves. Allow me to share a brief story. Years ago, I faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable. It was that moment of failure that shook my confidence to its core. At that time, I thought failure was the end of the road. But I soon realized that it was merely a detour. That experience taught me not only how to pick myself up, but also how to navigate the setbacks with grace and courage. It was through failure that I learned the true essence of resilience. And that moment I'm speaking about right now, before, it was common entrance, right? I was in the time of common entrance where from the primary school, you were given two chances to write common entrance. I was one of those that never made it. Both times, I failed. This hit me hard. And as I said, I thought it was the end of the road. But it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't the end of the road. This school at that time was Grand Rivier Senior Primary School. It was a school where the morale wasn't good. They had labeled that school as the maternity ward because it was plagued with teenage pregnancy. But it was the school that gave me the foundation to build my academic journey. That I could be here today and speak to you about my journey of resilience, where I took my challenges and turned it into triumph. embracing the journey, very important. School days are happy days. You embrace the journey. Esteemed graduates, resilience is not just a destination. It is a journey. Along the way, you will encounter moments of triumph and moments of despair. Both are essential in the fabric of life. Triumphs remind us of our capabilities, while challenges remind us of our strength. The journey of resilience is marked by 3 pivotal qualities: reflection, support from the parents, from the teachers, and perseverance. Let's speak about reflection. Take time to reflect on your experiences, the assignments, deadlines you missed, the many trips to the principal office, the times where you were bullied, the exams you failed. Reflect on that. Ask yourself, what could I have done better? Did I really give it my all? How can this experience make me a better person? Consider how far you've come and the lessons you've learned. Reflection allows us to turn the page of our story with intention and gratitude. It helps us acknowledge not only our victories, but also our struggles that shape us. And when I speak of reflection, it's good to think of reflection in the past and your experiences, but something that has always worked for me through my academic career and through my recent fitness journey that I have undertaken is to always envision yourself in the future. You set a goal and you envision yourself in the moment of this goal. And every day you work towards that goal. That's your motivation. So not only you reflect from your experiences, you envision yourself. My fitness journey, I wanted to do this because of this. I wanted to lose, say, 30 pounds. I wanted to have the 6-pack. So I envision myself in this. And every day I work towards that vision. And it's the same thing with you. You want to be the best barber? You want to be the best hairstylist? You envision yourself in such environment. And every day you work towards that vision. Support. No journey is undertaken alone. Behind every strong man, there is a good woman. No journey is taken alone. Throughout our times here, your time here, you've had the support of friends, family, teachers, counselors, mentors, and peers who believed in you when you were so close in giving up. Cherish those connections, for they are anchors that keep us grounded in rough times. Perseverance. Perseverance is the heart of resilience. The heart. It's the decision to keep your head up, to rise from the ashes, to swim against the current, to walk through the fire, to stay solid, to hold it down, keep grinding, not to fold. It is the determination to keep on going even when the path ahead is unclear. Like the Bible said, you walk by faith and not by sight. That's perseverance. You know where you want to get to, you know your goal no matter what. You keep pushing through. It is the courage to rise after every fall. The commitment to stay true to your goal. Remember, success is not a straight line. It's a series of ups and downs. Ups and downs. Your triumph. Today, you have triumphed. Your graduation is not just a ceremony. It's a celebration of resilience. It's a testament to the challenges you faced and overcome. It is a recognition of sleepless nights, countless hours of studying, the sacrifices made, and the dreams pursued. But this triumph is not the end. It's not the end. It is the beginning. As you step into the world beyond these walls, you will have countless opportunities to apply the lessons of resilience you've learned. Personal aspirations, pursuing a career, furthering your education. Remember that challenges will come. They will come. Face them with courage, knowing that you have the tools and the strength to turn them into triumph. Inspiring the future. Listen, graduates, each of you have the power to inspire others with your journey. Each of you have the power to inspire others with your journey. Share your story of resilience and remind the world that triumph is possible. Encourage those who doubt themselves and uplift those who struggle. Your resilience is not just for you. It's a beacon of hope for others. And I think that I'm here today for a reason. My story, my journey of resilience, perseverance, and struggle. I hope I'm inspiring you. And I remember it's been more than 15 years since I graduated as a medical practitioner. I remember given the opportunity once to come here to be the guest speaker at one of the graduations. For whatever reason, I turned it down. I think God was waiting for the right moment to bring me in here. As I said earlier, a first. The first graduation for TVET, I was one of the first set of students who attended the Grand Riviere Senior Primary School. So it's a series of firsts. And being here today, that's my first ever guest speaker speech. So it's a series of firsts. Sometimes we think we have everything in control, but God is in control. He knows. God knows. So in closing, to the graduating class of 2025, I want to leave you with this thought. Resilience is not a gift reserved for a selected few. It is a skill we all possess and can nurture. Life will present its challenges, yes, it will. But within each challenge lies an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to be wiser, an opportunity to be more capable. As you walk across this stage and take your first step into the future, carry with you the lessons of resilience you have learned. Remember that every obstacle is a chance to rise. Every failure is a lesson and not a loss. Every failure is a lesson. You learn from it. It's not a loss. You fail once, you fail twice, you learn from this experience, and you turn your L's into wins. Look, wins. 2 L's, you turn them into a win. Failure is part of the process. You must fail to learn. Keep on pushing, be resilient, persevere, don't give up. How can you win if you give up? You can never win if you give up. So, congratulations, graduates. Please, repeat those words with me, please. I am resilient. I am triumphant. I am ready to change the world. Now I'm hearing your parents, I'm not hearing the graduates. Come on, graduates. I am resilient. I am triumphant. I am ready to change the world. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Thank you. And may your journey of resilience continue to lead you to greatness.
Dr. Jude, don't sit. Don't sit. I don't know why you left, but you need to come back on stage, please, sir. You need to come back on stage. At this point in time, Miss Prince will go ahead and do the honors.
Dr. Sexius, we just want to thank you so much for this inspiring speech. And I must say it's a first because I met Dr. Sexius. We went to the same alma mater. I met him at Compre, and we graduated together. So it will be the first that I will shake your hands and give you a little token of our appreciation for what you did here today. I know it's not just a speech, but you gave your testimony, which will resonate with our students as they continue on the journey of being great out there. So thank you again. Let's give Dr. Sexius a round of applause. Thank you.
She asked for a hug too. Just in case you didn't hear, she asked for a hug too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Sexius. This was a very good speech, I must say. And at this time, ladies and gents, you know everything wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. Just want to give a quick acknowledgement to our sponsors, our National Lottery Authority, Bank of St. Lucia, Sagicor, Valtor Building and Supplies Limited, All American Windows, we have Belgiu St. Lucia, Disha's Beauty Salon, NCE Construction, J. Bagas, we have Prince Richie Bakery, Mr. Webster John, Mr. Sabatas Hunt, Mr. Chad Abbott, and Mr. Martin Alexander, and also Camelite Wholesale. Come on, put your hands together for the sponsors. And of course, I believe a lot of people have been waiting for this part of the ceremony, and I think it's that time. So I'd like to call on the graduates for their song. I'd like to call on the graduates for their song. You're shy. It's no time to be shy. It's your time to shine. It's up to you, to wow the crowd and let everybody see, what you do and how you do it.
Some cry, some smile, some fight every day. We rise to the top, cause we know what it takes. Through it all we survive, yet still hold the faith. Unchangeable, Lord, unchangeable. Hey, no matter how the dollar might stack up, me still not change. Me I go stay rough. Inna the giddy and you have to buckle up your lace. Be smart, don't be a prof, no, no. Life it's a journey, it's a long race. Mama says son be wise and don't bring disgrace. So me take up the broom and start sweep the place. Cause all these ways they got to get erased. I love to me people that me embrace. The truth are the truth and that can't erase. So hell to all of those who want. Just send me to finish this race. So we ain't giving up now. We put up a fight. We got to be ready. The stars in the tree. Just said don't you worry. I'll be no hurry. No, we got to be ready. The stars in the tree. So we
Come on, give your graduates a round of applause one more time, ladies and gents. And if you don't know this song is a very emotional and touching song. And just to remind you that it says, blessings have to flow when the prayer gone up. It means blessings will flow once ever you pray to God. All right? And whoever chose this song, give thanks to you. May the Lord bless you. For sure, for sure, for sure. So right now we'd like to call on Ms. Zinel Bisset for introduction of our valedictorian.
Good afternoon, everybody. Allow me to adopt the protocols already established. It is my greatest honor to introduce our valedictorian for today. Known for her academic excellence, dedication, and commitment to personal growth, Janella has exemplified what it means to lead by example. Graduating at the top of the class, she have not only excelled in the classroom, but have also made a lasting impact on our school community. Please join me in welcoming our 2025 valedictorian, Janella Cassius.
Good day, principal, vice principal, respected teachers and staff, beloved parents and guardians, esteemed guests, and of course, my amazing fellow graduates. I stand here today deeply honored and humbled to be the elected valedictorian of our graduating class. Today is more than just a ceremony. It's a celebration. A celebration of every early morning we dragged ourselves to school half asleep just to avoid being late, only to end up staying an extra hour after school for our tardiness. Michaela, Kyle, Abiola, and we deeply struggled with this one. It's every last-minute group project we somehow pulled off. Every time we shared snacks and lunches, or simply sat around talking about what our futures would look like, and cracking jokes about anything and everything. I remember the laughter echoing through the hallways, the pep talks and jokes before exams, the fierce debates in class when we were all so sure we were right, only to find out we were all wrong. Well, not me though. And Zina, I definitely ate you up in that exam. And when we're under rebuttal during the debate about reinstating the death penalty. We've made memories that will last a lifetime. From preparing for inter-house sports and Independence Day to those rainy days when we hoped for early dismissal, but no luck, which led to our constant whining. They don't see it rain to send us home. Other times we're either harassing our teachers or cracking jokes with them. The days Liani, Abiola, and I went to the office, sometimes for urgent matters, sometimes just to talk the staff's ears off. Miss Bissett, Miss Francis, Mr. Noel, and Mr. Emmanuel, also known as Sino, can definitely testify. Oh, Mr. Emmanuel, we love joking with him and playing around. The boys, especially Curdell, Kenius, Antonio, would always rile him up, and he'd scold them, sometimes seriously, sometimes playfully, with his classic line, "Zokwemeze lazo." We'd even tease him about his hair growth journey, especially his locks. Sino, your locks are bursting. Or watch the Unsino has on his head. You had to be there. There were the math class whining sessions, trying to convince our teachers to reduce the workload, only for Abiola to start bantering with Miss Edward and make things worse. 5 years later, and we still haven't gotten her to control her mouth. I remember the time we tried a TikTok prank on Mrs. Harris. That failed because she'd already seen the trend. She was onto us from the first suspicious glance. All that time we begged Miss Taisia Edward not to have Miss Prince judge our presentations. Only for her to do just that and for Miss Prince to assign us something even tougher. Health class was its own kind of chaos. That one class in the hall with a guest speaker, some weird artificial props, and some very questionable explanations was the most uncomfortable yet funniest session we ever had. All of you know what I'm talking about. There were the constant debates and jokes with Mr. Smith, who insists he's as young and as funny as us. And of course, Mr. Ferrier. He has a joke for everything. He once told me he'd take me elephant hunting because of my javelin skills. I'm ready when you are, sir. Let's not forget how scared we were to go to homeroom after we'd done something wrong. My homeroom and Fifree can relate. Miss Cox and Miss Augustine do not play. Miss Cox's lectures, intimidating, hands down. Remember that time we wrote a letter in French class after placing an order for cinnamon rolls? Suggesting foods to the canteen without informing her? Let's just say we were lectured lethally and temporarily disowned. I'm sure Miss B said our second homeroom sponsor was relieved when we got back into her good graces. There were times we'd go to Miss Edwards' class just to sit during free periods or bother her for anything and everything. I'm sure and who can forget the cookouts behind Mr. Modesty's classroom or going to the river to pick bamboo. We've created so many memories, both as a class and within our individual homerooms, that if I keep going, we'd be here for 40 days and 40 nights. And some memories, they're just for us, because it's our story. We can't forget the hustle of SBAs, the panic before math exams, especially math, or the joy of having no school tomorrow after a storm morning. That was our favorite, especially for Michael and Tronica. Or the everyday moments, chilling under the calabash tree. Borrowing and never returning our pens and pencils. Ethan and Kyle always added to the collection. And the inside jokes that only we understood. But it hasn't been all laughs. We've faced real challenges too. These past few years brought uncertainty and change. From online classes during COVID to navigating personal struggles. But we showed up, we pushed through, and here we are, stronger, wiser, and ready. To our teachers, you didn't just prepare us academically. You inspired us. You believed in us, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. And to our parents, guardians, and families, thank you for your prayers, sacrifices, and unconditional support. This day belongs to you too. As we step into new chapters, whether it's college at Sir Arthur, studying abroad, joining the workforce, or chasing dreams no matter how wild or big, go after them with everything you've got. Even if your dream is as delusional as mine, like becoming successful just to fly to Cuba and find Pablo Escobar's hidden money. Kidding, but not really. Go for it. Work hard and make it happen. Because if God gave you the dream, He will fulfill it. Take the spirit of grandeur with you. Strength, resilience, and teamwork. Let's be proud ambassadors of our school and never forget where we came from. To the class of 2025, may we go boldly, love deeply, believe in ourselves, trust in God's plan, and dream without limits. And remember, success begins the moment you decide to believe in yourself. You all will succeed in whatever you choose to do, and light will shine on the road ahead of you. Thank you for the laughter, the lessons, and the memories. Let's make the next chapter even greater. Congratulations, and may God bless each and every one of you.
Of course, it's always a sad moment. It's always a cheery moment, but after all, you made friends, you made memories, you made a family, and when you leave, you don't say goodbye, you say see you soon on the journey, without a doubt. See a lot of cheery eyes, but don't worry, they'll be around, they'll be there. Parents are happy, friends, families, we'll be all right, you'll be all right. At this point in time, we would like to call on Miss Edward and our homeroom teachers who's going to be presenting our certificates to our graduates.
Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. I am Miss Nicole Edward, and it's my esteemed honor to be the one to hand over or to be the one to call you up for the presentation of the school leaving certificates and your token. I would also like to call on Miss Taisia Edward as well as Miss Jeremiah Joseph. That's two of the homeroom sponsors of the graduating class to assist in this presentation. Okay, so as I call you up, you can come up. So we're starting with Tisha Skelly. Kenicius Alexander. Joel Hunt. Vernon Joseph. Michaela Hampson. Eli Constantine. Colin Joseph. Zina Gaston. Kira Smith. Careful. Kenias Augustine. Anikia Jean-Baptiste. Jaden Justin. Alyssa Lewis. Tonio St. Rose. Shania Joseph. Cadell Edward. Antasia Taylor. Ethan Filbert. Liani John. Kyle Ashdale. Janella Cassius. Karel McFarlane. Tyrese Joseph. Zaria Emmanuel. Nathan Emmanuel. Shanti Masre. Rohan Tiso. Abiola Edwin. Let's put our hands together for the graduating class of 2025. Okay, so if you do look at your program, the next section or category would be the prestigious award ceremony, and I have the honor of doing that as well, so I will remain. So I will call up certain individuals who are present to make the presentation for the awards. That's in sponsors that have donated very generously to our school, and some of the teachers will assist us in that regard as well. So we're starting off with the English CSEC Award, and I would like to call on Miss Cicely Staffan to make that presentation. And so our English CSEC Award, there are two candidates receiving that award this afternoon. Janella Cassius
started this journey, wide-eyed and terrified. We took it.
And our second English CSEC recipient would be Alyssa Lewis.
Is about to begin. We've been through it all, headaches and heartbreaks, fires and hurricanes. Goodbyes upon goodbyes. Now there's just one thing left.
We move on to the most, no, you can remain, miss. Hold on. We move on to the most consistent in the English CSEC department. That award goes to Zina Gaston.
Is friendship that's so close. No, it's not easy to say goodbye. say goodbye.
Okay, so we move on to the CCSLC English Award. The most consistent student, Kira Smith. You do that's the last one. Okay, so we move on to the Foreign Language Award. That will be Tonio Centros. Oh yeah, Miss did tell me to mention that's for both of them. That's for Spanish and French. Okay, so we move on to the Mathematics CSEC Award. That goes to Miss Zina Gaston. In the Mathematics CCSLC department, the most consistent award goes to Kira Smith. Thank you. Okay, so I'd like to call on now Mr. Tennyson Masion. This is our representative of Sagicor. They sponsored this award. This award is the Agricultural Science Award, and it goes to Janella Cassius. Thank you, Mr. Masion. You can remain for the next one since it was supposed to be okay, so we're moving on to the EDPM award, and that goes to Alyssa Lewis. And Tyrese Joseph. Thank you, Mr. Masion, as well. We'd also like to call on Mr. Dean LaForce. Is he there? To me, he was there. He's not there? He's not there. Okay, so can I call on Ms. Bissett for that? Yeah. So we're moving on to the Principles of Business Award. That is sponsored by the Bellevue Hotel, and that award recipient is Zina Gaston. Thank you, Ms. Bissett. We'd like to call on Ms. Taisia Edward for the next set of awards. We start in with Office Administration, and the recipient is Tonio Centros. For the Office Administration Department as well, we have 2 other special awards. Firstly being the Most Consistent Award, and that goes to Alyssa Lewis. And the Most Improved for Office Administration goes to Ethan Filbert. We move on to the Information Technology Award. There are 2 recipients for that award. Tonio St. Rose and Janella Cassius. Okay, so the next 2 awards are from the Food, Nutrition, and Health Department. So I would like to call on Ms. Jacintha Stanislas, that is the mother of Mr. Webster John, who sponsored these 2 awards. And the Food, Nutrition, and Health Award goes to Curdell Edward. And the Practical Work in Food, Nutrition, and Health Award goes to Carol McFarland. I would also like to read a message from the Food, Nutrition, and Health teacher for Carol. She said, Carol made history as the first student to earn perfect scores in all 3 components of the Food, Nutrition, and Health SPA. Okay, so we move on to the Building Technology Award, and that goes to Ethan Filbert. Mr. Alfred, you're up. Up. So we move on to the Technical Drawing Award, and that also goes to Ethan Filbert. Okay, I now call on Ms. P. Joseph, Paulina Joseph, to make the next presentation. So the Cake Making and Decorating Award goes to Carol McFarland. Thank you, Ms. Joseph. I now call on Miss Alcide to make the next presentation, the Crop Production Award. The Crop Production Award goes to Kyle Ashdale. Thank you, Ms. Alcide. So the next award is sponsored by Disha's Beauty Salon, and I call on Ms. Kadisha Noel to make that presentation. So this award is the Cosmetology Award, and that goes to Zina Gaston. Thank you, Miss Noel, sorry. I now call on Miss Amy Hunter, the representative of Surgical St. Lucia, who sponsored the next award. And that is the Physical Education Award, and that goes to Ethan Filbert. Thank you, Ms. Hunter. Okay, I also need to mention two subjects that we do not have our trophies for because we did not receive them in time. And that is, first of all, the Auto Mechanics Award going to Kyle Ashdale. But Kyle, you will receive that at a later date, as well as our Social Studies Award. And the recipient of that award was both Janella Cassius and Cordell Edward. So they will receive that at a later date. Okay, so the next set of awards that I'm going to call, this is for students who wrote exams in Form 3 and 4 and succeeded the subject, passing the subject. We wanted to recognize those efforts of the students, so we would also call them up for that. We're starting with Kyle Ashdale, writing EDPM and PE and passing both. Michaela Hampson, writing PE and passing both. Sorry. My error. PE, sorry. Janella Cassius, writing EDPM, PE, and Agricultural Science, and passing all three. Cordell Edward, writing EDPM, PE, and Agricultural Science, and passing all. Okay, we move on to Kenicius Alexander, writing EDPM, Physical Education and Theater Arts, and passing all. Jaden Justin, writing Physical Education and passing. Kenius Augustine, writing EDPM, PE, and Agricultural Science, and passing all. Abiola Edwin, writing EDPM, PE, and Agricultural Science, and passing all. Zina Gaston, writing EDPM, PE, and Social Studies, and passing all. Carol McFarlane, writing EDPM, PE, and Theater Arts, and passing all. Zaria Emmanuel, writing EDPM, PE, and Agricultural Science, and passing all. Eli Constantine, writing Physical Education, and passing. Anikia Jean-Baptiste, writing EDPM, PE, and Agricultural Science, and passing all. Antonio St. Rose, writing EDPM, PE, and Office Administration, in which he received a 2 in Form 4, passing all. Liani John, writing EDPM and Physical Education, and passing both. Ethan Filbert, writing EDPM and PE, and passing both. Joel Hunt, writing EDPM and PE, and passing both. And lastly, Alyssa Lewis for writing PE and passing. Okay, so there is a small presentation that I need to make on behalf of Miss Augustine. Okay, so on behalf of Miss Augustine, she wanted to particularly recognize the students in her homeroom, and so she prepared a small token for each of them. So I will call you guys up. Antasia Taylor, Joel Hunt, Joel Hunt, Shania Joseph, Alyssa Lewis, Kyle Ashdale, Eli Constantine, Michaela Hampson, and lastly, Miss Augustine would like to present an honorary award to Ethan Filbert for exemplary character and showing remarkable journey of growth and achievement. Okay, so now we move on to the last category, which is the special awards, starting with the Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year. So I call on Mr. Arnold to make that presentation. So the Sportsman of the Year recipient is Dawn Fossois, but Dawn could not be here with us this afternoon. So Mr. Arnold will accept that award on his behalf. Okay, so the Sportswoman of the Year, Tisha Skelly. Thank you, Mr. Arnold. I now call on Ms. Prince to make the next presentation for the next two awards, starting with the award for the contribution to school life. And that award goes to Liani John. And the most disciplined award, Carol McFarland. Thank you, Ms. Prince. I call on Mr. Jerif, our District Education Officer, to make the next two presentations. Firstly, for the Most Improved in Academics Award, going to Ethan Filbert. Our next award was sponsored by Scott Sports and Awards, and that is the Academic Student of the Year, Janella Cassius. Thank you, Mr. Jerv. So I call on, finally, Ms. Bissett, our principal, to make two awards, a Principal's Award and a special presentation by one of our, I don't even know how to call him, corporate sponsors. He's been with us for a very long time, and he made a special award available to some students. So Ms. Bissett will do the final two. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon once again. We shall do the presentation to the awardees of the corporate sponsor first, and we shall do the Principal's Award after. On behalf of our school, we extend immense heartfelt thanks to Prince Richie Bakery for a generous monetary contribution to 4 very deserving students. It is not just a financial investment, it's a powerful investment in their future. Prince Richie, he could not stay, but I would like him to know that his gesture is significant, and it will definitely open doors of opportunity for the 4 recipients of this truly remarkable award. The awardees for Prince Richie's contribution. Vernon Joseph. This will definitely go a long way. Tisha Skelly. Anikia John Baptist. And Shante Master. Thank you very much, Ms. Edward. So we move into finding out who the recipient is of the prestigious Principals Award. Before I make that presentation, I would like to give you a little background on the student and the reasons why I believe that this student is so deserving of the Principals Award. So, the student receiving this award today is the embodiment of commitment and perseverance. This student began the journey with us as a very timid child, quiet and reserved, not very confident in the ability to do anything, and as a result, seldom attempted for fear of admonishment. But over the years, throughout the journey here, I have witnessed an inspiring transformation from a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. Through perseverance and inner strength, this student has steadily pushed past obstacles, both academic and personal. This student has been very remarkable in growth. Not only has the student grown in confidence and maturity within these walls, but has also taken on the challenge to rise above limitations, even successfully, as we had learned earlier, writing subjects in Form 4 and passing them. This student's journey is nothing short of rewarding. It is a testament to the power of courage, consistency, and self-belief. Also support from the home. This student has truly beaten the odds and stands with us today as a shining example of what can be achieved when we keep forging ahead and progress from strength to strength, ultimately achieving what seemed impossible from the beginning. It is with great pride that I present this year's Principals Award to none other than Miss Carol McFarland. A student who has shown exceptional resilience, determination, and personal growth. Congratulations, Carol.
Miss Bissett is so emotional. She left everything on the podium. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, give a warm round of applause to our awardees. And as you know, the journey doesn't stop here. You have to keep going and keep going and keep going. There are awards to be gained on the outside world, without a doubt. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, our vote of thanks. I'd like to call on Miss Leanne John to give us our vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on this very special occasion, our graduation day. First and foremost, on behalf of all the graduates, I extend our deepest gratitude to our principal, vice principal, and teachers for their unwavering support, encouragement, and guidance throughout our academic journey. Your dedication has shaped not just our minds, but our character and confidence too. A heartfelt thank you to our families and loved ones. Your sacrifices, patience, and constant belief in us have been our foundation and strength. Today, this achievement is as much as yours as it is ours. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to our generous sponsors, whose support made this event not only possible, but successful. Your commitment to investing in students and communities speaks volumes about your dedication to youth development and education. Whether through financial contributions, services, or resources, your involvement has had a meaningful impact. We truly value your partnership and look forward to future collaborations that continue to uplift and inspire. To our classmates, friends, we've laughed, struggled, learned, and grown together. These 5 years have given us more than an education. They've given us bonds that will last a lifetime. As we step into the next chapter of our lives, let's carry together the values and lessons we've gained here with pride and responsibility. Once again, thank you all for being a part of this milestone in our lives. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it. The future is ours to shape. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Bissett, you know the next graduation, what I'd like you to do? Remember when the students comes in to Form 1, you have pictures of them when they first come in. And then, so when they leave, you show them that. You show them that. It will be a good laughter for them and I think for the parents too. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at a close of our graduation. But before we leave, I just want you to always remember, students, graduates, that this is not the end journey. This is just the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Don't feel like you should give up, not because you have graduated. It's now your time to open up, move, and push forward. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your class of 2025. And as they make the way, they exit before they leave, let me just shout out the sponsors one more time. Our National Lottery Authority, and of course Bank of St. Lucia, Sagicor, Valtor Building Supply Limited, All American Windows, Motif Designs, Belgium, Dishes, Beauty Salons, also a past student of this institution. Give her a round of applause. You know, she was a student and now she is now a sponsor. Also, we have NCE Construction, J. Bagas, Miss Prince Richie Bakery. Webster John is also a past student. Of course, give him a round of applause also. Sabatas Hunt, a past teacher. and we have Chad Abbott and Marty Alexander, and also Miss Camille Wholesale. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, give class of 2025 a resounding round of applause. Come on, it's your time, graduates. Come on, free up yourself. Come on. Come on, put your hands together for them one time. That's it. Walk it out. Let's go.
Tell you my goal, my goal, my goal. All of my goal is to reach my goal. Live a happy life, put it on me headstone. Nobody no fi cry over me dead. Look at me now, where them treat me less than gold. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh, oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now. I mean, you tell you my life, where them used to go round me, go round. No one used to come round me. My life was so lonely. Look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. Me a take plane like JUTC. When you see me, it's on TV. Shows after shows after shows after shows. Tours after tours after tours after tours. When me name call is like roars after roars. Sweet melody and chorus after chorus. The black one door, me bust doors after doors after doors after doors after doors after doors. Look at me now, where them treat me less than gold. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh, oh, look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Oh, look at me now. I mean, I tell you my life, where them used to go round me, go round. No one used to come round me. My life was so lonely. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Just listen to some. Let me start that one here. Like how Martin Luther King would have started. My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Tell you my dream is believe my dream. Hear the most high in me sleep when me sleep. Tell you my goal, my goal, my goal. All of my goal is to reach my goal. Live a happy life, put it on me headstone. Nobody no fi cry over me dead. Look at me now, where them treat me less than.
Take me down a little bit.
Put me in a box like a rectangle.
So parents, you'll be heading to the food and nutrition room, and invited guests, you'll be headed downstairs to the second classroom. Once again, parents, you'll be headed to the food and nutrition room, and parents and invited guests, you'll be heading to the second classroom downstairs. Also, 5-3, class 5-3, please come to the stage quickly because your homeroom teacher would like a picture before you depart.
DJ Playboy Entertainment. No one used to come round me. My life was so lonely. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Just listen, there's a flow over. It's a copia and a cover. Judge a soldier. From board house to sidewalk to make a sofa. Them say me living at the coast and no trap. No sir. Me no mix up in a coca. Marijuana no dust to the nose ya. I no powder, not a obia. Can't get over. Oh no. Look at me now, where them treat me less than gold. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh oh, look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Oh, look at me now. I mean, I tell you my life, where them used to go round me, go round. No one used to come round me. My life was so lonely. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Me and thank God for me blessing. No, me can afford to give back to some of the same people. Them were used to settings, all who used to set him. Now bust him, can't bust them. Same one I take bus, come on stage trophy, call up them. But me still a call up them. Bust them, but me can't trust them. See them, but me not touch them. Hit them, but me can't love them. From Trenchtown, Onyx, Star Rise again. Look at me now, where them treat me less than gold. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh oh, look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Oh, look at me now. I mean, I tell you my life, where them used to go round me, go round. No one used to come round me. My life was so lonely. Look at me now. Look at me now.